Hey everyone, Michael here, Loki's here as well. Today we have to talk about the market because if we do not hold these support levels, you're going to see the NASDAQ down, SPY down, and Bitcoin down, followed with a lot of crypto. We're currently trying to hold support, so let's dive right in, everybody. Not a good look right now, but we're trying to hold. Now, we got Bitcoin over here. We talked about this a few days ago. We are still above the trend line here. We have bounced off of it just a few hours ago. However, we did start breaking down below some support levels that are a little bit concerning. If we do break down, then we're going to be headed all the way back down to sub 16,000, which will be kind of nasty. Maybe we'll have a pit stop though at 16,500 if we have good news coming out next week with Jerome Powell and inflation data, etc. Okay, but for now, Bitcoin is desperately trying to hold. Let's go over here to the 15-minute chart. You can see we're trying very, very hard. We may have a test down, but if you guys are the type to like to buy at support levels, this is it. And if we go over here to where the SPY is in the NASDAQ, you'll see that the SPY broke down a couple days ago, unfortunately, but we are trying to hold a local support level of right around $390. We haven't touched down just yet. We're still doing fairly well. So that's kind of a nice surprise for us today. If we go over here to the NASDAQ now, you can see we're trying to hold that same support level over here. It's not as much as it was last time here. The NASDAQ had a breakdown a couple days ago as well. It's trying to hold on, just having some issues. But overall, everybody, we're trying to go sideways here. We're not trying to go up. We're not trying to go down. We're trying to go sideways. The overall force right now is bearish, but the market can't afford to be too bearish right now because next week, when all this data comes out from CPI numbers, Jerome Powell with the interest rates, that's going to cause us to either have a massive breakout or a massive breakdown. One of those two is coming. You can see on the weekly charts right now, we're very, very close to a death cross on the 20-week moving average to the 200. That hasn't happened since 2008 financial crisis, and then before that, the dot-com bubble. As far as the SPY is concerned, if we go over here and look at some of these weekly charts, you'll see we're still a little bit better off as far as the SPY is concerned, but NASDAQ is the bubble that's currently popping right now. In fact, the 20 is actually already started to creep back up here. As long as we can still stay within this general trend, which is down at the moment here, let me just point this out for you guys. As long as we stay within this trend over the next few days, we should have an opportunity to break out. I doubt we're going to see some massive move on the downside unless we have bad news coming out next week. This week is mostly going to be about consolidation, trying to hold support levels, and preparing for next week. We're hearing more and more negative data coming out about the economy this week. That hasn't been good, but if you pair that up with normal technical analysis, you can see why we've been having a rough day. The good thing here is we're trying to hold, and you could even see the S&P, the SPY, trying to hold that 20-week moving average right now. It's not looking the best, everybody. However, this is no reason to panic. If you guys are going to be trading the breakdowns, I'd recommend more of a day trading perspective. But if you guys are looking at Bitcoin, watch this a little bit more closely. This is down a lot more than the stock market, of course. But as long as we don't break down, we will be fine. If we do break down, then we're most likely taking a dip back down, and then we're going to do a little bit more of a consolidation period going into next week. Thanks for watching, everybody, and play it easy. There's not a whole bunch of news. It's just more, there's a lot of stuff happening, but it looks very boring on the charts. All right, thanks.